Kenya is often referred to as the gateway to East Africa. The country is strategically located on the East African coast, right next to the Indian Ocean. Its location not only favors trade and ease of accessibility to the landlocked countries of Rwanda, Uganda, and the wider Central Africa, but it also enjoys a pleasant tropical climate because it lies on the equator. Over the last 50 years since it gained independence from Britain, successive governments have grappled to develop its people and infrastructure. Access to reliable energy is a key component of economic and social development. Recent statistics indicate that over 2/3 of households in sub-Saharan Africa lack access to electricity. Most of these households without electricity are off-grid or are located too far away to connect to the national grid. There is a clear need to build capacity in technical institutions and amongst technicians in photovoltaic or solar PV system. This should help to address some of the energy challenges. To achieve this, a collaboration between Arizona State University and Strathmore University in Kenya was started 2 years ago. The partnership involves a training program called the Vocational Training and Education for Clean Energy, or VOCTEC, that is funded by the United States Agency for International Development, USAID. Its mandate is to train technicians to design, install, maintain, and troubleshoot solar PV systems. And their target is 1,000 technicians drawn from 25 technical and vocational training institutions from across Kenya. This will in turn enhance local knowledge and capacity to design, install, operate, and maintain small-scale clean energy systems in the region. Daniel Ndungu is one of the technicians who received the VOCTEC training at Strathmore University. He is in turn training young people on the same at SOS Technical Training Institute in Nairobi.
When my principal got an information that Strathmore University are doing something on solar, we decided to take the initiative. We applied and they called us for a training, and they wanted people who are in contact with the community so that they can spread the training. And in particular, there were some solar panels to be given. There was also an inverter and a charge controller. They showed us the kit that they wanted to be developed, and we have developed one. We found that the kit is very good because you can be able to train as many students as possible. It has a lot of information on how the solar installation should be done.
The Kenya Energy Regulation Commission, ERC, is the government agency that is tasked with regulating the energy sector. And one of its main concerns is capacity building in the use of renewable energy and energy efficiency.
For us as a regulator, capacity building is very key because some of the issues that we have faced even in the industry itself have been issues to do with failures of these systems and a performing system, and all of these are tied to capacity building. And so this is a training that we support, given that even Strathmore itself is accredited by the National Industrial Training Authority to offer such courses, and as such we support this training, and it's a step in the right direction even as far as capacity building in the solar industry is concerned.
What happens initially is you're going to have something blocking the sun from reaching the cell, and the cell is there.
When the USAID-funded VOCTEC program started here in Kenya, one of the key challenges they set out to address was the participation of women in green technology.
This renewable energy industry is a male-dominated industry. For you to have an idea, we have, I think, about 100 certified energy managers in this country. 100. 4 are girls. 96 are men. So it is not acceptable. So I think it is a kind of our humble contribution towards having a little bit more of gender balance in this industry.
I'm a great beneficiary of the training that took place before, and it's great to see the training of young ladies. It's very thrilling. Personally, in my institute, my training modules and classes, 90% are men, actually 95%.
Remember the specs of the module. Remember if it's the inverter, look at the specifications.
It's encouraging to train ladies and to see them catch up the skill, the benefit behind, especially energy requirements in our nation.
The technicians trained here are taken through a very practical approach that sees them learn by doing. When VOCTEC delivered its first solar PV educator training at Strathmore in July 2014, equipment and teaching materials were transferred here that are used for the practical lessons.
When we started with the pre-assessment, it was clear that not all the participants were comfortable with technical solar material. They had no prior training or experience in the field, and they were very nervous when they were doing their pre-assessments. We started off the training on Monday with some non-technical modules and moved into the technical modules from Tuesday through to Friday. And we took them through all the components of a solar PV system, the panels, batteries, charge controllers and inverters, as well as best practices for design, installation and maintenance. And we did our post-assessment today, and I was very amazed to find that most of them are very comfortable handling the equipment. They were very comfortable handling the questions. They were asking very technical questions. It was easy to see that their technical level had gone to the next step, which was very encouraging.
In this training, we brought together about 20 women who are comprised of technicians, entrepreneurs, agribusiness advisors, and students who actually want to make a difference and want to learn more about solar energy.
This training has been awesome. First of all, it's a very hands-on training. We are able to interact with the solar modules, all the components that make up a solar system. The trainers are also very, very experienced, and most so they are women who are experts in this solar field.
The solar PV course is very useful because in a short period of time we get to learn almost everything that is needed for a standalone system, which is what we encounter a lot in rural areas. And there's a lot of products in the market. I am happy to be one of those people who will actually be able to know what to look for when I'm doing a solar installation.
The VOCTEC curriculum also includes classroom lecture, educational games, hands-on lab exercises, and on-site PV tours. The on-site PV tours can be taken around Strathmore University. The university has installed a 600 kilowatts rooftop grid-connected solar PV system. The system has reduced Strathmore University's operational cost and made it the first university in sub-Saharan Africa to have an almost zero carbon footprint. In mid-April of 2015, the VOCTEC program implemented the first innovative all-female train-the-trainer solar training. 18 women participants from universities, vocational institutions, NGOs, government departments, and the private sector were selected to attend the training. The logistics and local costs for the training were covered by Strathmore through the National Science Foundation's Partnership for Enhanced Engagement in Research, or PEER, another project that is funded by USAID.
I had an opportunity to be a trainer for the first and the second as well. It has been a very exciting experience. There are many ladies that are interested in getting the knowledge about solar, given that the community and the government is supporting the development of the solar technology within the country. Adding the results from the first training and the second training, we have a total of over 40 trained PV technicians. These are now pursuing licenses so that to increase on the pool of competent technicians within the region. Looking at the Energy Regulatory Commission register, last year there were only 3 women out of 200 licensed technicians. This was a push that gave a go-ahead and more emphasis on why we should have female-only trainings. So far we have over 6, which is still a small percentage compared to the 357 licensed technicians. So the training of the 40 ladies is going to boost and increase the pool of competent technicians on the market.
I'm working with the community who are poor in the rural area where other important source of energy is not available, like electricity. We have introduced water pumps which are generated by solar energy. And we believe through this training we will now be able to make the community understand and use the water pump better. And this is going to be a plus in Western Kenya.
The trainees from the first all-women solar PV training was so inspired by the cause that most have now formed a local group called Women in Sustainable Energy and Empowerment Group, or WISE. The group desires to empower and encourage women to work in the renewable energy sector.
For us as WISE, this has been a very exciting experience. Having been trained earlier through VOCTEC, we now got the opportunity to train others. And the vision of WISE is to be able to take this to the next level, not only train technicians in Nairobi and other areas, but also to go out to the counties, to the rural areas of Kenya where these systems are installed, and to be able to build the capacity of people on the ground, especially women. We hope to work with county governments to support their capacity building, and for also to be able to get an understanding within officials within the county governments on the important aspects of renewable energy so that they can make decisions that affect budget allocations.
Since USAID funded vocational training and education for clean energy, VOCTEC, that is led by Arizona State University, came into partnership with Strathmore University, the relationship between solar training and solar adoption has benefited immensely. However, other challenges still stand in the way. There is still a high licensing fee for trained technicians, the courses without subsidy are very expensive, and awareness in the country about the full benefits of solar systems remains very low. With more funding, more can be done for Kenyans who are not served by the grid electricity to access better energy solutions.
So 1, 2, 3.